Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Lion's Den. In this video, we're going to have a look at the Tempest second talisman that's out at the moment. We're going to do some testing with, I think, 4 different teams, and then we're going to upgrade the second talisman for Tempest, and we're going to see if it changes anything. Unfortunately, I can't test with the first one because I don't have it at the moment. I'm still waiting for it in the Eternal Frontier shop. So I can only test this once because once I've upgraded, there's no going back. So let's have a look at some teams and see how the counters work. Unfortunately, I'm going from the bot because some of these teams I've never seen in my life, so I would have no idea how to counter them. I am a Titan here, I am not a hero here. So let's have a look. I've already set them up. So training, these are the 4 teams we're going to look at. We've got a normal at the bottom here and AXA with Tempus and Lian, which is a usual one. This was the second one up. We've got the most common one apparently, which is Rufus, Satori, Tempest, Soleil, and Iris. I really should level these up. We've got Siblings, Cascade, Folio, and Tempest, which is a lot of damage. And then the last team is, by the looks of it, a big stool team. We have Rufus, Rufus, Julius, Tempest, Lian, and Aiden. So let's see how these do against what the counters should be, and we'll go from there. So against the first one, which is the double tank Tempest timeout team, according to this, it should be. So apparently we're going Lilith, which is interesting. I'm worried about this already. We're going to use Tempest again. We're going to use Folio, Polaris, and Zisha. I mean, an all magic team against this, I am slightly worried about. Let's have a look. You can have a look at the battles, but let's just see how it goes. Yep, see, there you go, fair enough. I'm wrong. There you go, 10-0. That looks horrifically clean. Let's have a look at one battle. See how this all pans out. I presume it's going to be Folio that does most of the damage. I mean, Lilith as well. Well, you can see the damage already is piling up. Rufus is struggling. There's the Folio ink blob. Yeah, there you go. It's quite a weird team. I have seen this team quite a lot in arenas, but I just smashed through it. I've never used this team. I have a team that I use all the time, and it beats most AXA combos of like Lian and stuff like that. But yeah, let's fast forward that. Interesting combination though, I have to admit. Let's have a look at the damage there. Yeah, mostly Folio and Zisha. You got Lilith there for some. I think it's. Does she do magic pen with her weapon? I think so. Anyway, I think we do have one more team for that specific combo, and that's going to be Aiden, Mushy, Tempus, Folio, and Zisha again. So a bit of a mix around, but kind of the same team. Let's see how that one does. But you never know. Okay, so we got a 9-1. We got a timeout on one of them, so that's interesting. Let's have a look at what happened with the timeout. Because, I mean, all 5 of us were alive. I mean, the ult from Lilith probably changes it a bit. There's the Folio ink blob. Zisha ults. Just different timing with, say, Rufus and Julius and the shields. Because, I mean, that's what this defensive team does. It just stalls. So yeah, I mean, you can see that this is basically going to be the pattern. I mean, we're actually pretty close to dying here on the left. Interesting to see who's doing the damage. I presume that's a combination of like Julius and Lian, I'd presume. Let's have a look. Yeah, backwards and forwards, ults, 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 stuns, basically. Definitely interesting though. I mean, Polaris stun is going to be incredibly useful. Yeah, Lian doing some damage. Basically, that's all her. I mean, Moshi did 7.5 million damage and couldn't break through. So you can imagine with the defensive team, they're being pretty decent when you've got, say, Rufus glyphed up and you've got Aiden glyphed up with the shields and the healing. You can see how that works. On to the second one. So the second one is this random team, which is siblings Tempus, Folio, and Cascade. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So apparently the team for this one is it's a usual one that you should see from my other videos. So it's AXA, Lian, and Jorgen. That's going to be interesting. I feel like it's a bit of a mismatch because I have a GAT Kayla and a GAE Cascade. So I think this team's going to get blown up, but I could be wrong. Lian should count a Kayla, but I mean, you never know. I've only got the one team for this one, so that's going to do. Oh, there you go. I was wrong. 10-0. Zisha just pummeling, I presume. Yeah, there you go. 2.4 mil. Even Kayla does 2 mil with Folio. Let's have a look at one of them. Oh, I've nearly just broken something in my house. I mean, the Jorgen obviously helps. Kayla jumps, but Folio hasn't done the ink blob. Cascade gets one-shotted. Oh, there is an ink blob there, though. Kill Zisha. Oh, that team does nearly die. Oh, and it is just becoming a storm in Germany. Lovely. Good time to do Hero Wars video, so let's... I mean, that is fairly close. It'd be interesting to see if Tempus in that team does make some difference. Unfortunately, people... Obviously, I haven't got mages or anything like that, so I presume, like, these teams will be a lot better on defense once you've got, like, the mages max and stuff like that, but I'm training with what I've got. It is what it is. So 13, we've got Rufus, Satori, Tempus, Salel, and Iris. So I have two potentials for this one. Kayla, Oya. No, that's Octavia. That's the one I did want, but I just said the wrong name. Yasmin, Dante, and... Oh, it is Oya. There you go. We got a big difference in power here, so I mean, we'll see how this goes. I think this should be a 10-0, I'd reckon. Yeah. Iris dies to Octavia, and then yeah, the rest of the team just gets pummeled by Kayla, I'd imagine. Oh, it's a lot. There you go. Yeah. Unfortunately, with the effects, you can't really see what happens, but you know Iris dies to Octavia, and then Satori's just going to get blown up by Kayla. But Octavia did the most damage in that time. Very interesting. That's just damage from Iris, so there you go. The other one we got, I don't think we really need to do this one, but we will anyway. So we're going Oya, Kayla, Octavia, and we're going Julius Tristan, which is a bit different. If I can find Tristan. Don't use Tristan as much anymore. Again, I'd imagine this wins, but yeah, 10-0. Lost Octavia once. But again, that's probably just pure power from Kayla. Yeah. Kayla jumps, blow him up. Don't need to see the replay on that one. You can see how the other one went. So the last one is the traditional one that I like, which is the AXA down here with Tempus and Lian. So let's see. So we've got, it's going to be a whole lot of mages, I think. We are going Amira. Going old school here. Jorgen, Faceless, Celeste. Do not use Celeste anymore. Whoopsie. If I could find any of them. Celeste, and the last one's going to be Phobos. FYI, really don't like his new picture. I think it looks horrible. But there you go. So we're going to go for this one first. Okay, 10-0. That's pretty certain. Yeah, no one does any damage and the mirror blows them up. Can have a quick look at that one. I mean, I don't have Celeste Talisman. I can't remember which ones they are. Jorgen just about ults in time to stop Zisha and Tempus. And then the Amira splat. Zisha just died. Yeah, there's the whole team. The power of Amira. Don't see her much, but still crazy powerful. And the other team for that one, yeah, again, I don't think we need to see this, but I mean, it's good to have a different case anyway. Phobos faceless. And a mirror again, wherever she is. Oh, I really don't use her. So let's have a look. I think the same kind of pattern. It shouldn't, yeah. 10-0. They maybe take a little bit more damage, but overall, pretty clean. So, without the talisman, you can see they basically, none of them are defended. We had a 9-1, but that was it. So now we're going to quickly go and upgrade the talisman. And let's see if it literally makes any difference to Tempus. Whenever I can find his talisman. There it is. Might re-roll just to make sure we get a good roll. So as you can see, I've leveled it to 50 and none of the other stats have unlocked. So I'm going to have to relog quickly, and that is a random bug that always happens. Good to see it happen when I'm doing a video. Thanks for that, Nexter. So I will quickly do that. And we're back. There you go. So we do have actual stats now. Great bug still hasn't been fixed. I'm just going to re-roll a bit and see if I can get some better stats. Unfortunately, whilst doing the video and screen recording as well as hitting the buttons, it does not like that at the same time, so we skipped forward. I used about 7,000 metacubes, and this is the best that I've got. So it's an extra 130,000 health. I'm not sure how much difference that's going to make. Obviously, we've got toughness. I think more of the problem is like Jorgen and stuff like that, putting them to sleep and draining energy. But let's go have a look. So let's start with the same one that we did last time, and that is the big stall team at the top here. We'll use exactly the same team and see how it goes. We have to use Tempus as well. I don't know if that's going to be worse, obviously, on attack now. Folio, Polaris, and yeah, the Lilith. The very interesting pick. So I mean, this went 10-0 last time. So let's see how it does with the talisman on defense. Huh. No difference, 10-0. I mean, that is what it is. I think the mushy one was a 9-1. So let's see if that actually makes a difference. Purely because of the fact that we actually had a loss. Zisha was Aiden and Folio again. So this went 9-1 last time, so maybe it will make a difference. I don't know. 9-1 again. So again, no difference. So that's one team busted. Makes no difference for that team. Obviously, this team with like 300k extra power is a completely different beast. So I can only test on what I have. It is what it is. So we're on to the siblings one, which was the AXA. Just realised the mistake. I need to redo all the defensive teams because they don't have the talisman. Be right back. There you go. We are back, and we've got all of the teams back up now. So let's redo it again. Sorry about that. So again, we're going to go Tempus, Polaris, Folio, Lilith. I actually use Lilith with Polaris quite a lot in not Grand Arena, Draft. That's the one. You'd be surprised how well it does, to be fair. and Zisha. See if this makes any difference. No. So yeah, don't even need to watch the replay on that. We knew how it goes. Mushy, Tempus, Folio, Aiden, and Zisha is the last one. I had to double check that. Any difference against this one? What was this? 9-1. Yeah. Still 9-1. Yeah. So no difference. That team definitely doesn't make a difference. Next one's going to be the Kayla aggressive one. I think that was an AXA lian Jorgen. Jorgen AXA Zisha and lian. So this one was again another 10-0 last time. Any difference? 10-0. No. This is depressing. And this is why I don't buy VIP talismans, basically. So next one we got the one that basically got counted by Octavia. But we'll see how it goes. Oya, Kayla, Oct, Yasmin, Dante. Again, these are all 10-0s. So I mean, yeah, a little bit of difference with that one team there. So let's have a quick look at how that one went. So basically, Satori got the ult off. That was the only difference. I think that's just unlucky RNG. I don't think that has anything to do with Tempus, unfortunately. So yeah, no for that team. The last one is my favourite one, which is the AXA Tempest Lian. This was just all mages, wasn't it? I've never used that, but that might work. No, because none of the heroes are in there. So we're going to Jorgen. Amira, Faceless, and Celeste. And obviously Phobos. Again, I don't think it's going to make any difference, but yeah, 10-0s. And the last one is Amira, Jorgen, Faceless, Zisha, not Marcus. You never know, Marcus might work though, and Zisha. And 10-0. So, yeah, absolutely no difference, at least for these teams. I mean, I'm sure there is a difference somewhere, and someone will find a use for it. I mean, the increased health. Oh, I've got some rewards, cool. The increased health will obviously change counters with like Oya if you can get a high roll, maybe, because then Tempest won't be pulled. Saying that, let's have a quick look with the Oya one. Who was pulled? I don't even know if they're going to get a chance because Kayla's just going to kill them all. Yeah, everyone dies too quickly for Oya to even pull, I think. But Tempus was the last one surviving, so there you go. But yeah, I mean, there it is. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I can't find a difference between not having the talisman and obviously having an extra 170k health. I'm not too surprised. The toughness helps, but when you're getting locked down by the likes of like the Jorgen teams and stuff like that, where you're not going to be able to get any energy, you can't do your job. In the other teams, we saw them just getting blown up by the likes of Kayla. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That is the testing for Tempus's second talisman, which is toughness and health. It is currently awarded for 10k VIP. So, I mean, everyone's different. If you want it, get it. But in the testing, I can't see any difference on these teams. So, I will see you next time, guys. I think later on we are doing a Hydra guide. We have one team that will do the job for Hydra at the minimum cost as well. We don't want to spend massive resources on Hydra, so I have a team that will do decently against all heads, and it doesn't cost that much. Don't forget to take part in the giveaway as well, the Metacube giveaway, and I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers, bye.